good morning. I think in front of this very special assembly, perhaps I should describe myself not by this corrupted Latin term of Vice-Chancellor, but as CEO. But we are extremely honoured to receive this award, but I want to make it clear that I'm not so much the CEO here, I'm the figurehead. You will have seen more attractive figureheads, but I am, in this case, representing a vibrant university where so many people have achieved so much, and I'm intensely proud of them. Universities have a reputation for a glacial rate of change, for moving incredibly slowly. When I talk to business, that is universally their view. Everything is so slow in universities. I think that's slightly unfair because universities actually are full of innovative people. I mean, researchers have to be innovative, but they are very good at what I would call continuous quality improvement on an incremental basis. What universities are not set up to do, they're not organized to do, they haven't traditionally done, is transformational change. That was the challenge that we had in Swansea. Because 12 years ago, Swansea University, and I ought to say that we are about 300 kilometres from London, at the end of the railway, right beside the sea. In fact, our main campus is opposite a beach, with views across the bay. Right, the Atlantic Ocean comes sometimes rather rapidly up towards the shore. But 12 years ago, Swansea University had hit problems. It had a very crowded campus with tired buildings, no room to pull them down and replace them, in any case running out of money. It had dropped to the lowest 50% in research quality of universities in the UK. So how did one cope with a challenge such as this? Well, the situation, I have to say, 12 years later is now transformed. We are up in the top 20% of UK research-intensive universities in terms of the quality of our research. We are still moving up the various league tables. We have a new medical school, which is already incredibly successful, with some of the highest rated research in medical schools in the UK. We have a new 600 million euro science and innovation, 40-hectare campus, right on its own beach, where when I left yesterday, students were playing volleyball in the sand. But how did we get to this sort of position? Well, actually, we had to find money and we had to find it fast. Over half the funding for our new campus and a considerable amount of funding for our medical school came from the private sector, much as gift, some as loans. We had 80 million euros from the European Investment Bank, and they refer to this as their flagship investment in universities in the UK. So how have we gone about that? Well, we introduced a new type of management, a leadership, on top of the business as usual. You can't replace the quality business as usual. On top of that, effective project management and effective risk management processes. We set ambitious targets and drove change. We recruited brilliant people to a very strong senior management team. And we made some tough decisions. We closed poorly performing departments. We invested what we released in building on the strong areas. We worked more and more in partnership with large and multinational companies, and we focused on the student experience and the employability, modernizing the student experience. What does the modern student want? And they want two things, and it's important to balance these: good jobs, good career, but they also want a good life. And we have to prepare these young people for both. We're not just giving them skills, we're training them for both. And we heard earlier about customers. Well, we have a unique customer, because we can genuinely say we want to treat our customers as we would treat our own children, our own nephews, our own nieces, our own family. We want of our students what we want of our own children. I think that that's one of the nicest things to say about the thinking and philosophy that we introduced into the university. And finally, we emphasized internationalization. Looking outwards, working with the best universities wherever they are in the world. You can't tackle the big research challenges in the world on your own. You've got to work in big partnerships. Working with multinational companies, some of whom gave us huge amounts of money to help us grow and do more with them. All this is part of our success. About a third of our staff are recruited from overseas. Every job advertised globally. Thousands of students from other countries mixed together are innovative because of the different cultures and traditions they bring to their work. We've created a vibrancy which is helping to drive us forward. These are exciting times for us. Thank you very much for acknowledging our progress.